Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm an alcoholic, and my sobriety date is April 12th, 2007. When I was using drugs, it was pretty much just a mess. I used everything. I was a heavy drinker and also a heavy addict. I took any kind of pills you had, and I would take any drug that was offered to me: crystal meth, weed, coke, crack, heroin, anything that I can get my hands on, pretty much. And my life was just really miserable. I couldn't cope without drugs. I couldn't be without drugs because there was no way I could function without being high and drunk. And every day was just a party for me. I didn't take anything serious. I just wanted to use. That's how I can get on with the day, is being high. I did not want to feel normal. I turned to drugs and alcohol because I was never comfortable, with myself. I liked being high and I liked being drunk. I turned to drugs because I liked the effect of being high, and it made me feel on top of the world. It made me feel like I could do anything I could do. It was just a way of escaping myself and escaping reality. There was many consequences to my drinking and using. I've been arrested. I have been put in the psych ward because of coming down and just going crazy. I physically and mentally hurt my father and mother. I lost jobs and I lost friends. Nobody really wanted to be around me unless they were a drug dealer. Even people I used with didn't like being around me because, I was just a mooch. There's so many consequences. Being arrested was a big one for me because I never thought I would actually ever in my life get arrested and end up in jail. I had a great relationship with my family. My mom, she was like my best friend. My dad, I loved both my parents so much, and it was really good. My parents took care of me, and, I was there, I was alert, and I was their daughter that they brought me up to be. It just went down. My mom wanted to be there for me when I was hurting. She didn't know what was wrong with me. I was high, but, I told her that I was just going through a lot, and she would try to be there for me, and when I was coming down, I hurt her so much, and I took so much advantage of her. My dad, I physically and mentally abused as well, and if I couldn't get into any of his pills, I would turn into this monster and break his furniture and hit him. And I lied to my parents. I used my parents. I abused them. They wanted me around, but they couldn't have me around because it was too much for them, and they didn't know what to do. My relationship is great with my parents. I'm there for my dad as much as I can be. My mom, I call her and I go out to visit her, and I'm there for my parents. I'm back to who I was once before. I chose to get sober because I pretty much got caught for the last time, and I just gave up. I gave up with the lying because I ran out of lies, and I didn't know what else to do, so I just pretty much surrendered that I had a problem and I needed help. It was giving up pretty much all my self-will. It was hard. I hesitated. I didn't want to do what was suggested to me, by getting sober. such as, going to sober living and listening to the rules and pretty much not going back to my old lifestyle. I thought I can go back to my old lifestyle without using, but it wasn't true. I needed direction. There was more than just to stop using. It was changing, your ways and just listening. Pretty much shut up and listen. And I did, because I had nowhere else to go. So I just took whatever direction was given to me, and I listened and I did it, and it really helped me a lot. My friendships then were, which friends had the most drugs, and there were a lot of drama and a lot of dangerous friends. I had dangerous friends, people who, people I should have not surrounded myself with, where I got in a lot of trouble with, and the friends I had then were not so much of a good influence. They weren't true friends. They weren't there for you when you needed, unless you needed drugs and you had money. The friends now I have are like true friends, friends that are actually there, friends who want to hang out, and friends that, actually care for you. What I do to maintain my sobriety is I stick to, the direction still given to me by my sponsor. I go to meetings. I surround myself with my friends in the program. I surround myself, with my family, and I'm there for them, and I just remind myself what I was like to them before, and I know I don't want to be that person again.